Okay, I had to restart this video because my card was full, and so I just formatted the card, and here we are. Anyways, welcome to our sunroom. Hi, voiceover Arri here. I'm just pausing to say that I realize I'm holding my phone so awkwardly throughout this video, like I'm trying to take your photo. However, I'm recording my audio on my phone because I did not feel like finding my microphone and setting all of that up. So just bear with me that it's a little awkward, but we're here and we're making it work. This room is not done yet. I'm going to insert a clip of what it looks like right now. And if you want to see a transformation on this room, I do plan on filming the whole thing and the whole process of redoing it because I am so excited to redo this space. This actually used to be an old like sauna, like a hot tub room. I'm actually sitting right where the old hot tub used to be. We took it out. It no longer functioned. It didn't make sense to keep it in this space. We still have a hot tub. We just have it outside and not in this room anymore. And there was also a leak in this room for a long time. So it wasn't usable space. So we had to tear that out, fix the ceiling, fix the leak. And now we're in a place where we can actually use this space. Anyways, we have so many house projects. If you want to see those, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because we will be posting those periodically. I don't think they'll be my main content, but I would still just love to have them documented because I think that stuff's fun. Let's move along and chat about some baby products. I'm like heavily pregnant, so bear with me if I'm a little scatterbrained. Like, we're so close to my due date that this baby could come next month. And he's really giving me a run for my money. This is my second baby. So whenever I was thinking about baby products, I was kind of thinking back to my first kid and the stuff that we used a lot. And I really took the time to think about this list. And I even asked my husband what his thoughts were because I felt like I was like, okay, I really need to know, like, what was it that made our lives just a little bit easier or gave us peace of mind when it came to baby products. And I'm going to go ahead and say that I don't feel like any of these things are necessities. I feel like the baby market, baby industry really tries to fearmonger and push a lot of things to say, you need this, you need this, you need this. Honestly, your baby needs clothes, diapers, food, a safe place to sleep, and a loving home at the end of the day. And then I feel like everything else is just extra. It's nice to have. It makes life a little bit more convenient. But I wouldn't say they're like a necessity. You have to have these baby products. Like, I think you would get by without them. My parents certainly got by with less. Yeah, so take it with a grain of salt. These were what worked for us. First thing that we still use to this day. When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about, do we still use it? And was it practical? And so the first thing is a pack and play. I use our pack and play constantly. Whenever he was born, we had a bedside bassinet, and then we also have his crib. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I even needed the bedside bassinet. Like, it was nice for a little while I was still recovering, but honestly, I could have just put him in the pack and play. And if I had it to redo, I would just get the pack and play that has like the bassinet insert on the top that like raises it up and just use that at the bedside instead of having a bedside bassinet, a pack and play, a crib. We definitely fell into all the traps with our first. So yeah, I would definitely recommend just getting the pack and play that has like all the attachments, and then you can use it long term. We still use the pack and play. If he has to sleep over at Grandma and Grandpa's house, we take the pack and play. Anytime we've traveled anywhere for vacation, he sleeps in the pack and play because he really does not like sleeping in the bed with us anyways. He's almost 2 now. He just prefers his own space unless he's sick. But even when he's sick, he'll sleep in our bed for like an hour or 2, and then he wants to go lay in his bed again by himself. So that's just our kid. Some kids love sleeping in the bed with their parents. I don't know. That's not the kid that we got. But we still use it. It's practical. It's great for if you want to move it to the living room and put baby in a safe space where the dogs can't really bother them. And or if you want to like set them up in there with tummy time, and you can get some dishes done and make sure that they're perfectly safe so you can still see them. I loved it for that. We still use it. I like that it's mostly mesh all the way around, so if they get their face pressed against the side, they'll still be able to breathe. So yeah, I would definitely say pack and play. Even to this day, at almost 2 years old, we're still using it. It's wonderful. We don't have a fancy one. We got the Costco COSCO brand one, and it works just fine. There are some more expensive versions you can get. I would argue to say you don't even have to get a crib for a while. Like if you just wanted to use the pack and play, you could. Like that's what's so great about it. Okay, the next baby product that we loved was the Owlet sock, the one that reads their oxygen and vital signs. Again, this one was just nice to have, definitely not a necessity, but for me and my husband, when I was postpartum, I had a lot of anxiety around our kiddo. I wasn't sleeping the best. Our baby, arguably, he didn't start sleeping through the night till he was like 18, 19 months old. So we were just sleep deprived, and I was having such a hard time falling asleep because I would be up just staring at him, watching him breathe to make sure he was okay. I do feel like with our second baby, I'm going to be a little bit better, hopefully. We did get the Owlet sock. I didn't get it at first whenever we first had him because I was kind of like, well, let's just wait and see how I'm feeling, how he's doing. But we had a very like refluxy baby. He threw up a lot all the time. He would constantly like sound like he'd get choked up on milk and stuff. So I was just so anxious. So it definitely gave me peace of mind. We always followed safe sleep as well, but it just gave me a little bit of peace of mind. I'm okay if something gives me a false reading. That's not going to make me upset or more scared. Like there were times the sock would slip off his foot and it would alert you. And of course you wake up kind of in a panic, but I'd rather wake up and know that I'm checking on baby and he's okay rather than not know. You know what I mean? You can also use it long term. I think we used it until he was 15 months old. Again, I don't think it's a necessity. There are other brands on the market, so I don't think you even have to go the Owlet route. I think my friend said she has the Eufy brand. I don't know how to say that brand. And she really likes it as well. And I'm pretty sure it's like half the cost of the Owlet. So that's just my 2 cents on the situation. Again, I don't think it's a necessity, but for us, it was just nice to have it. All right, the third thing, and I'm going to say I have a love-hate relationship with this thing, was the Hatch sound machine. When we first got our Hatch, I don't know what was going on with their software at the time, but it was super glitchy. Like, for whatever reason, it would make a weird sound, like a... I don't even know how to explain it. It almost sounded like, you know, when you were in like middle school and we had the old phones that whenever you would get a text message, the computers would be like like that. For some reason, like the Hatch kept doing that when we first got it. Finally, they released a software update and it stopped doing it. But I don't know what it was about for it doing that for like 3 months, and it was driving me crazy. So I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened. Eventually there was a software update and now it works perfectly fine and we have no issues. And now I can say that I love it. I love the routine feature of it because I can just set his lullabies to start at his bedtime every night. And that's kind of his cue, like, okay, it's bedtime, because he can kind of hear them start in his room while we're in the living room. And it kind of helps him as a reminder, like, okay, we're going to start winding down now. And let's start getting ready for bed. And he knows he gets his passy when the lullabies come on, and he knows he gets his milk, and it's story time and bedtime. And then it's on a routine. So after an hour of lullabies, it switches to brown noise. I like brown noise a little bit better than white noise. It just sounds a little bit better. And I love that feature. We haven't used the like stay in bed feature or the wake up feature yet because he pretty consistently wakes up at 8:30 every day, so there just hasn't been a reason for us to set it up, but maybe as he gets older and as the little brother gets here, that will be more beneficial to us, but we just have not gotten there yet. I don't think a sound machine like the Hatch sound machine is necessarily the greatest thing to walk the earth. We have another sound machine that is battery powered, just in case like his sound machine we lose power or whatever the case may be, which has happened before because we have a lot of construction going on in the house. So sometimes they'd flip the breaker. So I'd have to use our portable sound machine. Honestly, I just think any sound machine is great. Okay. It helps drown out the house noise. We have dogs who are constantly running around and barking at things. So it is nice to have the sound machine. I do try to keep it at the correct decibel level because I don't want to hurt his little ears. You never know. And it's kind of far away from his bed. So that's just my 2 cents. I love the sound machine personally. I'm sure there's people out there who are anti-sound machine, whatever floats your boat. But that's just what helped us with being able to still move around the house and him still sleep, because I unfortunately birthed a child who took after me, and he's a light sleeper. And if he hears anything, he's awake. So that is why we personally love it. Number 4, a good travel stroller system. And I went through a few strollers, and we won't even get started. Don't ask my husband about any of this because I'm sure he was so irritated with me. But like, we got our first stroller system, and I was like, I don't really like this much. And then so I got another stroller. I got a travel stroller, which I actually really do love for travel. It's not our daily stroller, but it's great for when we're in the airport, and we do travel back and forth to Alabama a lot because that's where my family lives. But our main everyday stroller, I would say, has been awesome for us because we're people who like to go for walks and like to be outside. And there's a period of time, obviously, when your kid can't walk, and our kid was a late walker. He did not walk until 18 months. So it was great to have a stroller to be able to push him around. He could still see things. We ended up going with the MomPush stroller, the MomPush Ultimate. Put a picture somewhere of it here. My only qualm with this one is that the seat is not very big, so they do outgrow it height-wise pretty quickly. But now he's old enough to walk, and we can just attach the rider board to the back of it. He's totally fine with that, and then we can just use the seat for baby brother. And then eventually they'll both be walking and we'll be good. And we'll probably just get like a wagon or something for days that we're going to be doing like a lot of walking somewhere if we have to at that later age. But right now it's been a pretty good stroller system. I have like a cute cup holder set up on there. It has great storage underneath. I like that you can click in the car seat to it. That's a big one because I don't want to be walking around carrying this car seat to pediatrician appointments. There's so many appointments when they're first born. It was so nice to be able to just grab it out of the car and click it into the stroller and just go. And I don't regret it. It took me a few tries to find the setup I liked. And like I said, I think there's pros and cons with every setup you're going to have. But I do really like this one, and it really works for us. I know some families who never even owned a stroller though. Like my dad, he never had a stroller. My in-laws, they never used a stroller. Like, you can get by without it, but for us it just made life a little bit more convenient because also our first kid did not like baby wearing. So if I tried to baby wear him, he wasn't having it. He has FOMO. He didn't like his head to be right here where he could not see. He wanted to be able to see. The last thing that we still use to this day is our baby monitor. I'm not gonna sit here and recommend our baby monitor. We have the Infant Optics one. I think it's okay. I don't think it's worth the price tag, to be honest with you, but we do still use it, and I'm not trying to buy a new baby monitor, even though I do feel like there's better baby monitors on the market. I know a lot of people love the Hello Baby monitor. That's the one my sister has, and then my friend has it as well, and that one seems to have a lot better features than the Infant Optics one we have. The Infant Optics one just feels very basic. If you want something that's just like easy to navigate and easy to set up, definitely. It's nice. However, we did have to buy a different lens for the camera because the lens it came with was like a super zoomed in lens. And I don't know, my baby's room's not that big. So it was just like far too close. So it kind of bugged me that it didn't come with more lenses. It only came with the one. But yeah, baby monitor. We still use it. We go to sleep, baby monitor's on. We just want to make sure that we can hear him if something were to happen, or he starts crying or something like that. It is just a peace of mind kind of a thing. I don't even know at what age people stop using a baby monitor for their kids. I'm sure I need to look that up so I'm not just some creeper parent who still has a monitor in my child's room when they're 10, because, you know, privacy is an important thing. But yeah, we still use our baby monitor. I don't think you have to spend big bucks on it like we did. I like I said, I don't think ours is the best. But yeah, definitely still something we use. As far as my top 5 baby products, that is it. That is what we used for a long time, or what we still continue to use. And what were your top 5 baby products? Or just, I don't know, list them all. That's going to be it for this video. If you want to hit like and subscribe, then that would be awesome. But that's going to be it for today and all of my rambling. And I'm going to go eat because I feel like I'm starving every 2 hours with this pregnancy. So I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.